Hello everybody, it's Jaden from MTG Tips and Tricks, and today I have a video for you that has been long in the works that I've been meaning to do, because frankly I've been gone for you guys, gone a while, so I haven't been able to get to any video making, but on Saturday, so a few days ago, today is Monday, I went to the Dragon's Maze pre-release and got this nice, very nice deck box to hold all the, Dragon's Maze cards. It is big enough to hold a sleeve deck of 60 cards. No bigger. I wouldn't try to force anything in there because this is very nice plastic. It's got the Dragon's Maze colors, and then as you saw, the name, Dragon's Maze down there. But I've brought you a Deck-Tech for the deck that I used at my pre-release, but it's got much more stuff in it now, because I jazzed it up when I got home. Now, you'll be able to see what I used at the Dragon's Maze pre-release, because it will have the Dragon's Maze symbol on there. Anything in this deck that does not have the Dragon's Maze symbol on it, unless I tell you so, I did not get at the pre-release. I did, however, get the main thing this deck is built around at the pre-release. I got Orzhov in my guild pack for Orzhov. So this is basically one of the main points of the deck. You need to be able to, because of this card's ability, that's really what you need to focus on. Because I mean, when it enters, you lose 2. Everyone loses 2, and then, well, I guess actually target opponent loses 2, and you gain 2. That's basically the whole point of this deck. Okay, and then you can bring it back every turn, even from the graveyard. So, yay! Big thumbs up. But that's basically. First, I'm just going to show you all the things that this deck's built around. I did get this at the pre-release, but I bought it. I bought a pack of Gatecrash, and it had this in there. But being able to bring it back is a big bonus too, because then you've got this and Orzhov that every turn after you can get them out, which is about, I'd say you can get them out one after the other. But if you can get both these out at the same time and keep them out for the same for that long time, then yay. So basically, you want to have lots of being able to make your opponents feel really guilty that they either canceled or everything like this. But then you can't cancel Death Pact Angel, because you just get the token, and then the next turn, if you really want it back, just pay the mana, tap and sacrifice the token, and you get the angel back. So as long as the token doesn't die, or if in response you can keep all your mana and get this when it dies, then you've got an excellent blocker. But that's another one of the main points. This is another one too. You can exile all creatures, or all planeswalkers, or all enchantments. This goes good against any deck. This is the very, even though slow, but excellent removal. You want to be able to clear your opponent's board so that their next turn, you don't have anything to deal with. Because frankly, there aren't that many spells in this deck. It's mainly around the creatures and trying to make sure that you have your good creatures. So there's only one of this and the previous two. There's also one of these. I got this from a long time ago in a booster. But whenever High Priest of Penance is dealt damage, I may destroy target non-land permanent. So if I can just buff this up, which frankly I will be able to, I can give it lifelink and +2/+2 with one of the spells that I've got in here. But this is very nice. It's kind of cold in this room. But this is another one of the removal that you get. This one's cheaper and quicker. If I had more of these, I would probably put them in here, but I'm not sure. If I can get any more, then yay, they'll definitely go in here. But I'm trying to save room for some Dragon's Maze stuff, because I don't have any room in the deck right now for anything. But next card. I only have one of these because he's very hard to get from the actual set that he's in alone, because it's a small set, Dark Ascension, and there is basically no way to get anything from this set that would be good. Unless you got a booster box. You would have to get a booster box or 2 or 3 fat packs, which just, even that wouldn't really cut it. So I just traded some guy for this. Yay, it's worth 11. It was worth 10 when I got it. I only have one of these. Now that we've got everything the deck was built around, we've got all the important stuff now. This is an excellent card from Dragon's Maze. I want to get more of them, and if I do, they will definitely be going in here. So, yeah, because each opponent loses 2 times X, and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. So, yeah, I'll be back in 1 second. No, go away. So, if you've got more than one opponent, which... Sorry about that. But this deck, this is excellent against other opponents because, at school, I used this, and, I was able to gain 36 life. If you can tell, I had 16 spare mana after the 4. Yeah, games that are at my school go on forever. So I tried to get there early. But, okay. Now, this is another excellent one to have in there. Because you can choose that no creatures block, because that is the Witch and How. You want 2 of them, just to make sure you can get them. These are also extremely important. Blind Obedience. Extort. Each opponent loses 1. You gain the life lost this way. I absolutely love that mechanic. And then, what's even better is the ability. Artifacts and creatures your opponent's control come out tapped. This is nice against a what would you call it? EDH deck. There we go. That, or a modern deck that has Sensei's something top in there, because frankly that is something you don't want. So I just went ahead and got 4 of them to put in here. So these are very, very excellent to have. Now, absolutely love this. Another thing that's real great in this is to have 3 of these rares from Return to Ravnica. It's a 4-drop for a 6/6 flying, and at each combat your opponent can sacrifice a creature to tap this and give it a +1/+1. So frankly they don't want to do it. But yeah, So that's real nice right there. Oh, I need to start going through this fast. But another thing you want is you want 2 Silverblade Paladins, because you want to be able to attack for as much as possible when you attack. So as long as both creatures are soul bonded, you have double strike. So yeah, the cards in here that aren't from Return to Ravnica block make me sad. Are going to make me sad when the Avacyn Restored, Dark Ascension, and Innistrad go away. So yeah, and then so your creatures can get protection from about all your opponent's creatures. You need to have 3 Riders of Gavony, because as it comes out, you choose a creature type, and human creatures you control get protection from that type. I actually slip something that I typed up in there to make it say creatures you control have protection from the chosen type. Well, but I only do that for school. Okay. Another thing you need 3 of are Vampire Nighthawks. Now, everyone knows what these do. It's the 3-drop for a 2/3 flying, death touch, and lifelink. No, not right now. Excuse me. These are all around excellent, from the Zendikar block originally, but they've been reprinted millions of times, finally to M13. Hopefully they reprint them in M14. But now, from Dragon's Maze, you need some stuff. You need this called Tithe Drinker. It's basically made me think there's not going to be any more Vampire Nighthawks. So it just has, it's a 2-drop for a 2/1 with lifelink and extort. You all know what the extort mechanic does. If you don't, go back to where I had to where I had the blind obedience. You'll go back to where I had the blind obedience, and you'll know what extort does. If not, just read it right there. Creatures count as spells, just to let you know. So do artifacts. I'm not even gonna bother to say anything about that one. But nothing from Dragon's Maze. But another thing you need is these really cool split cards. If I get more of these, they're definitely going in. Because of the fuse ability, you can cast both sides if I cast it from your hand. But creatures I control get +1/+1, and creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. So it's all around just good. And I wish cards would stop going by my window so that the light would actually work. Or is that a tree? It's a stupid tree. Renounce the Guilds is also excellent. Sacrifice multicolored permanent, both of you. If your opponent doesn't know, you can sacrifice a guild gate. I need to end and go have a part 2.